Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start with the Science 1 portion. Lesson number 1 which comes in Science 1. Lesson number 1 is School of Elements. Now why this name School of Elements? Here we are going to talk about various elements present in our earth or in our surroundings. Now why the School of Elements? Because we are going to learn how they are placed properly in a table and how to study them. But why there is a need for a school or why there is a need for proper arrangement of these elements? I will give an example. If you go to a shopping center or you go to a mall, when you enter a big shop, huge shopping mall, you see the various types of products or goods kept in separate sections. For example, you will see grocery kept in one section, clothes kept in one section, sports equipments kept in one section, eatables kept in other section. Imagine all the products are coming and all are mixed and kept anywhere. Will you be able to find out what you want? You won't. So this is one of the example where organization is required. Another example I'll give. When you go to a school library or any other library, now you want a book on science or you want a book on physics or you want a book on sports. So you'll go in that particular section or you'll ask your librarian that I want this type of book, where it is kept. We cannot keep all the types of books just close to each other, go on searching it. Is it possible? No. Unless we organize all the types of books according to the subjects it is, we can easily find out. Another example in your house. If you don't keep your things in place, will you find it? Everything is kept outside. There is no cupboard. There is no shelf for particular things to be kept. Will you be able to find your thing which you want? No, it is not possible. So everywhere we need some organized way to keep things so that we can find out, so that we can try to understand their nature. Same way, when we talk of matter, there are various types of matter: elements, compounds, mixtures. Now what is matter first? Anything that occupies space is called matter. So when we talk of matter, even anything here, air is matter, soil is matter, water is matter, wood is matter, you are matter, I am matter. So this all things are matter. Scientists tried to understand what is matter and they found out that metals, non-metals and other things are coming in. They tried to find out various types of elements which can be classified as metals, non-metals and some type which resemble both metals and non-metals. So they could not understand what it is. They tried to organize it in some way. They tried to keep it together in some way depending on their properties. Various scientists tried to do that. Then they found out that the matter is made up of elements, compounds and mixtures. So they first tried to segregate elements, compounds and mixtures. In the type of elements, they saw there are number of types of elements. At this today, 122 elements are known. Out of that, metals are so many, non-metals are so many. So what are they? How to divide them and put it in some order so that we can study about it. So various scientists came and various scientists tried to make you understand. They tried to figure out how to keep the metals in an organized way. We are going to learn about 3 scientists who tried their best. How many number of elements were there? They tried to arrange them in some way or the other. And those 3 scientists which we are going to learn about is Daubernier. First is a Daubernier. His name was Daubernier and he gave a new type of trend which is we called it as Daubernier triads. What he did, he collected all the elements which were present at that time and then tried to organize them in some way. So he took a group of 3 elements and he put them in such a order that there is some similarity in it. And that because he took 3 elements at a time, he called them as Daubernier traits. Or someone say Daubernier triads, Triads. So these triads are the group of 3 elements. What was common in that? That he tried to show to the world. He said that if I place these 3 elements, the first and the last element whose atomic weights, if we try to find their average, the atomic weight of the center element comes out to be the average of these two. I'll try to explain you with the examples which he did it.